Use both of the guards, both of the shields. Don't think that one is superior than the other. No. Think of it as situational. What is the situation? So keeping your hands on the chin, advantages are, number one, you're covering your chin and you're covering your ribs. But the disadvantage is, if somebody hits you on the hand, your own hand is gonna hit you. So if a roundhouse kick hits you here, if it's exactly on the chin, it's gonna hit you on the chin and you might get knocked out. It's just above the chin on the cheekbone, again it's gonna hurt like hell. So it has some disadvantages, but the most advantages, it's like a shield and you're covering your vitals behind the shield. So another one is this one, on top of your, just above your eyebrows, basically. Why this one? To save you from elbow strikes. If a person is throwing elbow strikes, you can stop it with your ulna bone, ulna to ulna. So ulna coming from here, you stop it from your heavy part of our ulna. Okay, heavy part of the ulna. Stop. Or a roundhouse kick is coming, again, you have either you can do this, or if the person is hitting it from the feet, not from the shin, from the feet, and you can defend it. You can defend the feet from this, from your ulna bone. This part of the feet. Okay, this part of the feet. It has advantage, but the disadvantage of this is now your ribs are exposed. So you go down, bend your knee. Just a little, don't cross it. So a general rule, if your knee, one of your feet's knee, which is most probably is gonna be a back foot, is knee, if your knee is crossing your toe line, an imaginary toe line, if it's crossing, put your weight on the other leg. See, I'm here. What I do, if somebody's trying to give me a roundhouse here, what I do, I take this leg back and bend my knee. So I will not put my weight on this. Okay, see, I will not put my weight on this because this is a very bad angle. Again, 90 is, but I will prefer my whole weight on this because this is perfectly straight. Okay, and instead of dropping my hand and exposing my face, my whole thing, I will just go down so that my ribs are protected by this. My ribs, it's gonna still hurt like hell, but at least my ribs are protected. Okay, my liver, my ribs, everything is protected. So down, come back. Down, if this knee is crossing my toe line, shift your weight forward. Okay, that's another way. That's another way to protect. Otherwise, keeping it here, it's more safe. So the general rule is, if you are at close quarters, try to do this guard because it's very difficult to hit you at an elbow range with a kick. Nobody can kick you on here at an elbow range, right? If you're at a kicking range, keep it here. Keep it here. They might try to kick you on the head, but that much of a risk, you have to understand just to do this fast. Or this is another way to defend. You have to learn how to defend with multiple ways, from a roundhouse to the side of the forehead for not getting concussion. So use both of the stands, both of the things. Use both of the guards, both of the shields. Don't think that one is superior than the other. No. Think of it as situational. What is the situation? And spar with your partner and figure it out in which situation this is better and in which situation this is better. Instead of having a preference, spar with your partner and figure it out whether this is good or this is good. Okay, don't enter into debates that this is the golden rule. There is no such thing as golden rule. Okay, break the conventions. Many fighters use many types of styles. Study fighters, they all do different things. Sometimes they switch from here to here, sometimes they switch from this to this to this, nipple pointing 45, nipple pointing towards you, body pointing 45 degree, body pointing towards the opponent, right? Or learn to drive from both the sides, okay? If you want to make a career out of it, if you want to, even if you're a hobbyist, I don't care, learn to drive from both the sides. Be ambidextrous. Learn to write from both hands. Learn to fight from both hands. You know, be ambidextrous. Why do you have to just learn from one side? That just doesn't make any sense. You're losing half of the strategy, just gone. You know, because if your opponent knows how to fight from both the sides, then he has an advantage and you are at loss. It is also good for your brain, by the way. We'll tell you later on my later videos. Thank you.